You're welcome to the Forex Trading and Lifestyle Entrepreneurship channel. Do take a minute to pause this video and read this disclaimer.
Hi, it's Victor here once again from foreshowmarkets.com. In today's video, I will be sharing with you about the Peep. So the question is, what is a Peep? Okay, in finance, in the forex market, a Peep basically is short for percentage in point or price interest point. Okay, and this is a unit of change in the exchange rate of a currency pair. It's also applicable to commodities and all other instruments and asset classes. Okay, now it's basically a reference point for traders and analysts to communicate the difference in price movement from one price to another. Okay, so let's say, for example, if euro dollar moves from 1.1 to 1.2, okay, to measure the movement the movement from 1.1 to 1.2, okay, that can only be communicated in pips. Okay, so we have an example here, and it says a price movement in euro USD from 1.12250 to 1.12260 equals 10 points or 1 pip. Okay, so that means 1 pip equals to 10 points. All right, 10 points equals to 1 pip. So that you need to put in your head first of all. Okay, the next one says a price movement in euro USD from 1.12250 to 1.12350 equals to 100 points or 10 pips. Okay, that means 10 pips equals to 100 points, and that takes you back to the first one I told you. 1 pip equals to 10 points. Okay, so let's look at some practical examples and explanation of how this works. Okay, so now I'm on my whiteboard. Want to do some examples. First of all, I need you to understand that the way you calculate pip for euro dollar is not the way you calculate your pip for dollar yen, okay, or for gold. So there are different types of pip calculation. So let me break it down into two. You break it down into two as the regular currency pairs, and then JPY pairs. Okay, so let's deal with regular currency pairs first. Okay, examples of JPY pairs, you have like dollar US JPY, Canadian dollar JPY, okay, euro JPY. Okay, then all the other currency pairs, as long as it doesn't have a JPY in it, it's under the regular type of pairs. So example of regular pair is euro dollar, okay, euro USD. Okay, and the trick for your pip, example if price moves from 1.11250 to 1.11260, the trick is always to focus on the fourth decimal place for the regular pairs. Okay, so let's calculate the pip movement, okay, from 1.11250 to 1.11260. To do this, I'm going to use the very basic method for a beginner, absolute beginner that just started learning forex. Okay, as a beginner, once you calculate your pips, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, then you'll be able to calculate it from your head without doing any calculations. Okay, so as a beginner, what you simply do is remove the decimal point and write the figures just like that, as you can see here, right? 1.11250. Of course, we are subtracting. Okay, so you are subtracting now, so this will be 0.10000. Okay, so when you are using 5 decimal places, note this applies when you are calculating your decimal places must always be 5 decimal places. 5 decimal places, right? 1 2 3 4 5, okay, for this to work. So this simply means now so you can get, this is 10. Now this is 10 points, okay. And remember, in the beginning we said 10 points equals 1 pip, okay. So this simply means that the movement of price, so after you're done, okay, so the movement of price from 1.11250 to 1.11260 and vice versa, right, is 1 pip movement, okay. Another nomenclature is points. It's 10 point movement, okay. So it's as simple as that. All right, so let's do another example. Movement of euro dollar from 1.11250 to 1.12250. okay. First thing we do is we write both of them down without putting the decimal point. So this is 1.11250. Then you do your subtraction. Now you can see this 0 0 0 1 0 0. So this is what? 1000 points. All right, this is 1000 points, okay. Now remember, 10 pips equals, so 10 pips, 10 points equals 1 pip. That means 1000 points equals 10 pips, okay. So it simply means that the movement from 1.11250 to 1.12250 is equal to 100, sorry, this is 100, okay, is equal to 100 pips. Now this is the way you do it as a beginner, but as an experienced person, so I'm going back to the previous one, as an experienced person, you simply stay on the 4th decimal point here, as you can see, the 4th decimal point, okay. So 1.11250 to 1.11260, anything on the 4th decimal place, right, as long as it's moving from 5 to 6 is 1 pip, from 5 to 7 is 2 pips, from 5 to 8 is 3 pips, from 5 to 9 is 4 pips, okay, from 5 to 10 is 5 pips, okay. So as simple as that. Or you say from 50 to 60 is 1 pip, from 50 to 70 is 2 pips, from 50 to 80 is 3 pips. So this is like for someone who is already experienced. As an experienced guy, you don't need to be writing and calculating. You can simply look at the decimal place and you know what your pip is. But as a beginner, you start by doing this raw calculations, removing the decimal point, you know, calculate your points, then convert to pips. All right, that's the first example we did, and this is the second example, okay. So we can see here, if we focus on the 4th decimal place as our pip, as our pip here, so you can see that we move from 1.11250 to 1.12250. What changed? This one is what changed, okay. This is what changed. All right, so that will be 125, that is 225 minus 125, that gives you 100 pips. That is the experienced way of doing it. But for beginners, you do the raw calculations and you break it down like this, okay. So this is for the regular currency pairs. So let's look at example for a JPY currency pair. So USD JPY, let's say the currency is exchange rate is at 117.501, okay. So this always has 3 decimal places, while the regular ones always has 5 decimal points. Okay, this always has, for the JPY pairs, always has 3 decimal places. All right, so let's see an example of how to calculate this. So let's say the price moves from 117501 to 117.601. okay, same example, we do the raw calculation. 117,601 minus 117,501, and then we have 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and that simply gives you 100 points. Okay, and of course you should know by now that 100 points equals 10 pips. Okay, so the movement from 117,501 to 117,601 is 10 pips. Okay, let's do second example. Movement from 117.501 to 118.501. okay, you simply do the raw calculation. 118,501, 117,501, subtract, and you have 0,00100. So this is equals to 1,000 points, which is equal to 100 pips. Okay, so that is the layman's beginner's method of calculating your pips. Okay, probably there's no need for me to do a video for experienced guys. Once you do this, do the basic raw calculations for some time, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, you will know exactly how to just look at the decimal points, move your eyes, and you will know exactly how many pips the movement amounts to. Okay, so that is basically how you calculate your pip, and this applies to all your currency pairs. It's either going to be the regular currency pair or the JPY currency pairs. But for the experienced guys, as you grow in the game, just note that the regular currency pairs to the right of the decimal place usually have 5 decimal points. Okay, while for the JPY pairs to the right, they usually have 3 decimal points. Okay, let me quickly show you on the real MetaTrader 4 platform. Okay, so we are here on the real MetaTrader 4 chart. So now let's look at the prices. Example, Euro USD, you can see to the right of the decimal 1.12463 at the top there. Okay, the next one we have pound dollar 1.25148. okay, skip the JPY pair. The next one is USD card 1.35904. as you can see, it's 5 decimal places. Okay, 5 decimal places. All right, then now let's look at the JPY pairs. The first example here is USD JPY. Okay, so you can see 107.399. you can see it's 3 decimal places. So that is why I had to differentiate between the JPY pairs and the regular pairs. If you try to calculate your PEEP mentally for your JPY pairs the way you do it for your regular pairs, you're definitely going to make a mistake. All right, so I hope you learned something new in the video. If you've learned something new in the video, smash the thumbs up button, give us a thumbs up, and then if you're just watching the video for this first time, make sure you click that subscribe button and then click the bell beside the subscribe button so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, so have a wonderful day.